Okay, hello. Welcome to Katie Black Show. Today I have with me.
Hi, I'm Jessie.
What's up, Jessie? And fun fact, so I came across your account on TikTok.
hmm
You had went viral, but before we get into that, I always ask my guests like where were you born slash where did you grow up?
Oh, okay. I grew up in Georgia all my life. Like I've been here all my life. In my younger years, I was back and forth from like Mexico, Texas, Georgia. Like my parents had me like everywhere. But for the main part, I went to school all in like Lovejoy, Georgia.
Okay.
So I'm more in like the southern part of Georgia. So in Clayton County.
Very cool. So you're like closer to Florida? Is that accurate? No.
Kinda,
Mm.
kinda. I feel like if you're in Macon, you're closer to Florida, but I think we're like 6 hours away from Florida.
Okay. I'm just trying to like visualize it. I'm in Charlotte.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like
um,
we're in the middle. We're in the middle of Georgia.
so real quick, of all the places you lived, what's your favorite?
When I was younger, I really wanted to live in Texas because my mom's side of the family is from Texas, and I don't know. When we were younger, I just really liked the family. I like being with my family. And
Yeah.
then from Georgia is my dad's side of the family, and I don't know, we weren't really that close to them. So I don't know, when I was younger, I always wanted to live in Texas,
Right.
but my mom hated Texas. She did not want to stay there because she knew it was just a bunch of like trauma and
Yeah.
like drama with her family and stuff. So she always ran away from that. So we always stayed in Georgia, which I don't know. I think I'm gonna stay in Georgia for like I would like to stay here, like live here,
Mhm.
like have a family here or whatever. But yeah, I never really traveled to like California or New York. I actually like Florida too. I like when we would go down to like Disney World. Like my mom would always like take us to Disney World and stuff, which that's I'm really lucky to have that because we actually did grow up like really poor. We grew up like in a trailer. I'm still in like my childhood trailer home, which I'm really grateful for because it's not that expensive to live in. And I make the best of it. Like I have no complaints about that.
Good for you.
So yeah,
Well, yeah,
I
no,
really
it's
great.
just always or homes wherever you make it.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah. And like I'm not that high maintenance, but I do like the nice things.
right.
I like the pretty furniture and like the pretty.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Like, so you're my second guest in the years I've been doing this who I've connected through TikTok, so it's kind of exciting for me because
Yeah.
I'm a little older, but I'm still hip to TikTok.
No,
But
that's good.
so essentially, what was like my algorithm was the protest and ICE and all this stuff, and so your video popped up. And do you know which video I'm talking about, or was there several videos that went viral?
I think the first one where I put ice has my roommate.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one has like 400,000
Yeah,
views right now. I think that's the one that
yeah.
went the most viral. Back from work, and it is currently Saturday, June 7th at 11:34 p.m. I have a roommate. He works like all the time. He works about 5 to 6 days a week, all day. Like he has like 12, 13, 14 hour days, right? I barely see him, but I know when this man goes out the door and when he comes home because he typically wakes me up in the morning because he's either playing something on his phone or he closed the door really loud or he starts his car. His car's like really loud. And so I know when he comes home and when he leaves the house. It's very obvious. But for the past few days, since Wednesday, mind you, today is Saturday, since Wednesday, I have not heard anything. And I have stayed up. I'm very much a night owl, So I will stay up till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning.
So can you kind of, I mean, I know it's hard, but like, can you put that in a nutshell of like what happened from your vantage point?
Yeah, so it was about a week ago, on a Wednesday night. I had seen that on social media. I had seen that Ice was on one of the exits that we work on, and he's always like out drinking at the bars, after work all the time. Like, he has no family here. He's trying to make friends, and at work he's a bartender, so he likes to make friends outside, the bar. So I knew that, and so when he did not come home Wednesday night, I had stayed up, I think, till 2:30 in the morning. I noticed he did not come home, and the next day on Thursday, I saw that on TikTok, and I was worried about him. I was like, wait, like, he did not come home last night. I'm gonna see if he comes home Thursday night. He did not come home Thursday night. Friday night comes, he did not come home. And then Saturday, that's when I made that video, that TikTok video, that Saturday night, because I went by his job. We worked together. We used to work together.
Is that how y'all know each other? Yeah.
Yeah, so I knew him, and he never gave me like really bad vibes, so that's why I let him stay with me. But
Sweet.
I knew where he works. I know how his car looks like, and so I went by Saturday night. He always works Saturday night because that's the busiest there. The busiest there. And when I did not see his car, and I did not see him behind the bar, I was like, okay, yeah, something like really bad happened. And that's when I made that video, because I wanted to document it and make sure that I don't forget like what I'm like trying to keep track of, like how many days has he been gone, because I didn't want to believe that I saw a man like got him. I wanted to, like, I don't know, I was thinking like maybe something happened to him, maybe he got in an accident, maybe he got kidnapped, maybe he got, like, I don't know, it was just
There's
like
so many different things.
yeah, so many different things like going on in my mind. And so I wanted to make sure. But when was it? I think Sunday night I was working, and his coworkers came to my job while I was like really busy. I work like in to-goes at a restaurant, and they came by to my job and they told me the news, and I was like, oh my gosh, like my intuition was right. Like, I knew something happened. Like, because, when you live with somebody, their routine, their, the way they do things. And when everything was just like different, I'm like, ugh, I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't even sleep the 4 days. I had flipping and turning in my bed. Like, I could not, I was so worried for him. But yeah, I know I was worried because I know how it is out there right now. Mm-hmm. And he has a tourist visa, but I didn't know the details. I didn't know, like,
right.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm not educated on it, but I just didn't know his type of like legal status. So,
and also too, I think it's also too kind of like, you don't want to, like, I guess, I don't know, grill somebody. I don't know. You know what I mean? Of like, what do you like, da 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 da, right?
Right. And I'm assuming like he has it all together because he has a car. Like, I mean, a normal, like, not normal, but like immigrant who comes to this country, they can't just have a car. They can't just have a license plate. They can't just have a license. They have to go through different steps. He has a nice car. Like, this man has a BMW. So I'm over here thinking like he's set, and so yeah, that's why.
Like, is he in the same age range as you?
Oh no, he's like in his 40s, and I'm 26. So, but I never was worried about the age. Like, he was so, like, I would say he was like the best roommate anybody could have. Like, he was never dirty, he was never loud, he was never disrespectful. He was very respectful about my space. He, like, sometimes I would lock the bottom lock on accident because I'm used to do that because I was living by myself before, and so I'm used to locking the top and bottom of the inside of the door, of the front door, and he only has the top key. So every time I would lock like the bottom block, he would be like, I'm so sorry, like, you know, the bottom lock is open, I'm so sorry to wake you up. And I'm like, it's okay, like I was already awake, you know, I wasn't asleep. But he was that type of person to be like, I'm so sorry, you know. He was very innocent. He was like, he never bothered anybody, you know.
And how long have you known him?
I think since 2023. I worked at that restaurant in 2023, so I think 2 years. I think 2 years, yeah.
So kind of like, I mean, obviously I know you can't give like too much like private information away, but like what's like in real time, like now, what do you know about his situation?
So I spoke to 3 different attorneys, and one of them told me that it's actually really bad. Like a DUI, I hate to like put it out there, but like he did get a DUI, and
Like years ago, or just like this is what started it?
that is what happened that night a week ago. And yeah, that's what makes it the worst part, you know, because he had an expired license, you know, that's a ticket, but a DUI is like way more serious for an immigrant that doesn't have like permanent residency. And so he understands, you know, he made a horrible mistake. He understands that he has to face the consequences. Like, he's not trying to get pity or anything. He has actually no idea that I made TikToks about him, and like he has no idea that I tried to make a GoFundMe for him. I'm just trying to help him in this situation because I know it's not good. It's not good. But and he knows he knows that he has to go back. Like, this is like there's no turning back from that mistake.
And so where's going back?
And to Mexico. So yeah. I don't know. He didn't call me this morning. He usually calls me like at 10 a.m. To update me, and I'll update him, but he didn't call me today. And yesterday I was on the phone with him, and I was telling him like it's really bad. Like, you might not have your visa anymore, you know. So yeah, I didn't hear from him today, and he's like, if you don't hear from me tomorrow, they might have changed me. They might have, you know, switched me to another facility or whatever. But we're just waiting on that phone call from him, and we'll see if we can get him an attorney. I don't know how I'm trying to look it up on Google. Like, I'm trying to like do my own law work. Like, I'm over here like, should I be an immigration lawyer? Because I'm trying to help him, and I'm trying to help him not spend so much money on like lawyers and stuff, because I know that can get really expensive. So I don't know. I'm just trying to do
props to you, because obviously you've done so much. Like, obviously I wouldn't know about the story, like, you know what I mean? And maybe do you think like in some weird way like this like interests you in like going into law or something?
I think so. Like, I'm over here like, should I go back to school? But like, I hate school. But I will give it a shot. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, just interesting, just something to think about, you know. It's because it sounds like you're already doing the hustle, you know. And I wish I could give you advice, but I don't have a lawyer mindset in that realm. But
no, I just never thought that. I never needed a lawyer. I never needed an attorney, so I never looked up what they do in their job. But I see it's very important. I see the importance of like law and stuff, to know your rights and stuff like that. So
absolutely. And even for myself, of just all this stuff is like making me go back and like read, essentially, of like what are what are rights, what are inhumane, and all of that. Once
I found out that he had a DUI, I thought people would not want to donate because they're like, oh, that's a criminal offense or whatever. But I changed my mind and I put it back up. I took it down yesterday, but I'm like, you know what? I mean, he does still need an attorney. He still does need to like go back home and get settled down. So I did put it back up. So, but I don't blame anyone who does not want to like donate towards that. And he is a little older, so they're like, you're older, a little bit better. So, but I mean, to each their own. If you want to donate, you can donate. But yeah, I'm trying to not let the fees be a little too much.
Right. What's your and I'll put it in the corner, but can you give us your handle, your TikTok handle?
But on my TikTok is just got Jess, and the just and the U and the just is a V, so JVST dot Jess, JESS.
I'll put that in the corner. Any like, have you received hate online too?
Oh my gosh. But I don't. Yes, I have, but I don't like pay those in my. I don't keep those in mind. Like I don't take them serious because they just say the most ridiculous things. I've had like people say you caught ice on your roommate, and I'm just like, what? Oh, there was even one person that says, I know this girl, she's lying, she doesn't have a roommate. And I'm just like, you don't know me. But luckily those comments were under review for TikTok, so they didn't make it onto like the comment section.
Saw it as the creator.
Yeah, it was like review these comment section, and I click it and it just shows all these comments that aren't shown on the page that I have to like accept and approve or decline. Some of them do make it to the comment section, but some of them make it to that little review. But yeah, and then there's people saying like go back with him and stuff, and I'm just like, I'm a U.S. citizen. Like it's like people say the most ridiculous things, but I don't take it serious because there's just people who just, I mean, it's social media. You can say whatever you want, and they're saying whatever they want. But in person, I'm pretty sure like that would not happen. They wouldn't have the courage to do that. Right. So,
well, it's interesting too. So, are you Gen Z?
I think so. I was born in 1998.
Okay, yeah. So you're Gen Z.
Is that Gen Z? Yeah.
So I feel like just I'm a millennial, so I'm the generation above you, but or under you, whatever. I just feel like maybe y'all are more mentally like stronger with that kind of stuff than, I don't know, just as far as like receiving hate online. I don't know.
I think so because I don't know. I would see people getting hate online, and me as like an outside looking in, I'm just like, I mean, they don't really know you, so it's like, why take offense to it? Like, because I know who I am, I'm very secure in who I am, so it's like any hate that I get, it's just like, but you don't know me, you don't know who I am in real life, and so it's just like, it's whatever. It's also like the type of person that I am, I don't take a lot of things serious. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm very optimistic. I'm good. Like optimistic, yeah. So.
Very good. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna still keep talking to you, but like, best of luck concerning your roommate, and I guess regardless.
Yeah, it will get better.
Yeah, I think
he has been through this before. I think he's been through this before, so it's like he's scared and he does not want to go back because he's built a life here, but he's like, let's, he's trying to actually expedite his court date because he's like, he's ready to go. Like, he's ready to go back, take care of his shit, So he's like, yeah, let's go. But I'm just like, I mean, there's so many people in immigration hold and the ICE detention centers that I don't think it's going to be quick for him.
Right.
Especially because it's something serious, more serious than just the people getting taken from their work sites and stuff like that. So,
well, this might be kind of like a silly question, but like, why do you think so many people want to come here, like to America?
Oh my gosh. So I said the same thing. It's so hard for an immigrant to be here in America, even just to cash your check. It's so hard. I can't even cash his check because he doesn't have a bank account. So yesterday, that's actually a perfect question. It's not silly because I I was talking to my mom last night, and I was like, Mom, like, why do immigrants want to come here? Like, why? What is so great about America? America's a scam. Like, America is no good for anybody who, like, especially for brown and black people. Like, they want us to fail. It's a system designed for us to fail, right? Mm-hmm. But my mom, broke it down to me, and she was like, look, you don't know the day-to-day life that people live, the people that live outside of the cities, the people that live in the pueblos and the ranchos, like the people who have to ride horses to the city, and the people who don't know when the next meal is going to come from or the next dollar, like these people have no restrooms and not really like taking well care of like their homes are not built like ours, and they come here expecting the best. Like, they want a roof over their head, they want a restroom, they want to just go to work, come home, go to work, come home, and make money, because they can't really make that much amount of money back home like in Mexico. And I kind of forgot about that for a minute. I was just like, wait, you're right. Like, these people don't have the accessibility that we have. Like, I can go 2 minutes down to a gas station and get gas and water and food, and I can go 15 minutes to work in my car. Like, these people don't have that down there. I don't know if it's getting better, because I have not even traveled to Mexico since I was 4 years old. So I don't even know how it is down there. It's, all you can see is on social media, but like, who knows? Also, I do have an immigrant boyfriend. My boyfriend came to America 4 years ago, and we met 3 years into him being in America. We met 3 years later. We met in 2023, the same restaurant that I met my roommate. And my boyfriend, he tried the month that he met me. He wanted to go back to his country because he hated America. He hated how everything was, and he was like, it's easier in my country because, there's no bosses telling you what to do. You work on your own terms. It is. Let me turn off my. I guess it's different for my boyfriend because he likes the simple life. It's more simple down there. He does still have to like ride horses from city to city, or like pueblo to pueblo. It's like cut pueblos. He still has to take showers in the river, and he has to carry cement blocks on horses, and like he has to take 6-hour bus rides to the city, stuff like that for him. But it's like, he's dealt with that his whole life, so he's like used to it. And when he came to America, he was like, it's nothing but work. Like, you can't enjoy life. And I'm like, he's been to 2 more cities than I've been to. He's been to New York. He's been to Ohio. He's been to Florida, Tennessee, Texas. And I'm like, what was your favorite state? And he was like, I don't know. I mean, all I do is work in these states.
Like, he can't enjoy where he's at.
No, it's not like a vacation for them. It's not like they're going to these states to roam around and look at, the freaking museums and stuff like that. It's more like they are in this bubble where all they think about is eating and going to work. Like, that's all they think about. My boyfriend did go back to his country in 2024 in September, and he was like, well, he went back to take care of his mom because his mom was really sick. In their rancho, only a few of his siblings are there to help his mom, and he was more of like the muscle in the family. Like, the girls would take care of the mom, but he would take care of like the animal life. He's taking care of like the animal life there. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful that he decided to go on his own terms instead of being forced, because he did work when he was working here. He did work in an area where ICE is like really heavy in right now. So I would have been the one worried every day I was like, I would have been worried. And, he probably wouldn't have came home one day and I would have been like, oh my gosh, like, ICE has him or whatever. Am I supposed to say that? I don't know. But, I mean.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
I'm like, I talk too much, so I'm just like, I'm gonna spill everything. But
Oh, what sign are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Virgo with a Leo moon and a Sagittarius rising. I have a lot of fire in my chart.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm a Sag, and I get the rising and all that stuff mixed up. But I have a Leo something and then a Taurus. I think
Yeah,
what's the one where it's like that's how you appear to others? Is that the rising?
rising. Yeah.
Okay, so my rising is Taurus, and then my moon is Leo.
We have the same moon.
Very cool.
We both have Leo moon. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Totally off topic, but I want to get in all my randomness before they cut me off. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and sometimes it connects and sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. I've always wondered how do I like label myself, but like clairvoyant, do you know what that means? Like I'm careful with saying like psychic because I don't know.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay, so like the whole time I've been talking to you, like abuelo, like I see a little woman that either was a grandmother figure or actually your blood grandmother.
Yeah.
Does that connect at all?
Yes, my grandma, my mom's mom, she was very short. She was shorter than me, and she was so sweet. I love her.
So that just means that like it's nothing like I hope it's not creepy. It just means like she's with you. That's the only reason I'm
Oh, I love that.
connect. And I just see like she's showing me these like treats that are like almost like sugar cookies, but they're like I don't know, something like I don't know how else to like almost like a sugar cookie that's like looks like a sugar cookie, but it's in a square.
Yeah. We
What
have
is that?
we
Is that
have like
connect? Not really.
we have a lot of like Mexican cookies. They're like
I mean,
cinnamon
is that her
sugar.
thing, or is that I guess because like whenever I see it, it's some kind of like connection, or maybe just her cooking, baking. I don't know.
She did cook a lot, and my mom has been drinking coffee since she was like 4 years old, and they always dip cookies in their coffee.
Okay.
So I think they do eat a lot of sweets. They eat a lot of bread, like pan dulce. We call it pan dulce, and it's like the Mexican bread, sweet bread at the Mexican stores,
Mhm.
and they always like dip their bread in their coffee and stuff. So I
Okay.
think that's what it is.
Okay.
That's so cool. I always wanted to like. I love psychics because I feel like I'm kind of psychic too. I feel like I can say something and it comes true or I was right. Like
Your
I
roommate,
trust my intuition.
just like your
Hmm?
roommate thing, just like the roommates.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
go, yeah.
Oh yeah. I trust my intuition a lot, and I can I can when I was growing up, I can say, "Oh, that's gonna happen," and it does happen. And my sister and my mom would be like, "Oh my god, you're psychic and stuff." And I do believe in like witchcraft and all that. Like I was in tune with my spirituality when I was like, I think 18 or 19. I was getting more into like crystals and like into my own like
Vibe.
energy
Yeah.
and like trying to, because we grew up with like a toxic mom, and like my dad went to prison when I was like in eighth grade. He went to prison, and so when we were teenagers, like growing up, we didn't have my dad, and we had my mom, and my mom was like going through her own stuff, and she was very toxic. And so I do have a twin sister, and so me and my twin sister, we grew up together, we took care of each other, and you know we got into the spirituality, and we even turned vegan together at 15.
Dude, how long were you
And
vegan for?
I was vegan for 8 years.
And
I just
what is that like?
It was different.
Because I've
It
done the
was
vegetarian thing, but I've never like.
yeah, it was
Were you
I
like?
don't know.
I was in my
It
head. I
was
think that like you like don't have energy. Is that true?
Oh no, you have a lot of energy. You actually have like it's
What?
like a purification, to be honest. Like my eyes were so white. I remember being like a few months into being vegan, people would tell me like my eyes were so white, like around my pupils.
Mm-hmm.
And um I just wish that we had done a little bit more research, and we took a little bit more vitamins because we did not have a lot of nutrition. Like we would eat the rice, the black beans, the veggies. We didn't starve ourselves. We try to eat like, when you eat like veggies and carbs and stuff, you have to eat double the size
Absolutely.
because you have to get your calories or whatever. But throughout the years it did get easier to be vegan because there was more vegan restaurants, there was more vegan products at the store, there was like vegan hot dogs, cheese, and it was just so much. And so once we started like getting into processed vegan foods, that's when we started gaining weight again because we would literally eat fries every single day after work. It was like toxic. Oh, ice cream, vegan ice cream too, vegan donuts, vegan cookies. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, then later on, I think when we worked at a Mexican restaurant.
Mhm.
They had like really good cheese dip. And every time I smelled the cheese dip, I just craved it so much. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna be vegetarian. Like, that was like, I think 6, 7 years in. I was like, bro, I really want some cheese dip. And so I started eating cheese dip little by little. And then I'm like, you know what? Like, I could eat like, cheese pizza and like, but I didn't fully go there until I think last year. Last year I started eating chicken and turkey. Like,
You
turkey
like,
meat.
did you die? Were you like, oh my God, this is amazing?
It was like,
Or not really?
I don't really, I started really slow because you can't, after so many years of not eating meat, you can't like go really fast into it because you get
So heavy.
constipated and you get sick. So I would eat it like maybe like once every other day. And I was like, okay, like, this is how I remember it to taste like. It tastes good. And there's like, I can eat more, I can eat more things because, we were depriving ourselves of like a lot of dishes. Like, my family would make like chicken tinga, chicken tamales, and all the chicken dishes, and we couldn't eat it. We just stuck to rice and beans, and we were just like, oh my gosh, like why did we do this to ourselves? But we felt so bad because it was more like the planet and the animals and our health all together. But then slowly it was more like, okay, like my hair is falling out. My hair fell out a lot.
Girl.
My hair,
Right.
I had really, really thin hair, and so we're lacking a lot of vitamins, and we don't know. And slowly but surely, we did lack a lot of energy. We didn't really have a lot of energy because we didn't take B12, and so I don't know if you ever want to be vegan, just do your research and go to a doctor or like go to like a holistic doctor. Don't go to just any doctor. Like, go to a holistic doctor, someone who knows and values your beliefs and values like that you want to go the natural route instead of the medication route. Because I'm the type of person who, if I'm sick, I drink tea. I drink ginger lemon tea. I don't take no medicine. I hate medicine. So it's very important, and and it does keep you in tune with your body too. I love being in tune with my body. I feel like that's like an earth sign thing. We want to take care of ourselves and be with the earth and stuff, and that's like my hippie part. That's
Very
because
cool.
yeah.
Well, anything like we're down here to the 5 minutes. Anything else you'd like to talk about, or what's Georgia like? Like, what's the part of Georgia like that you live in?
Oh my gosh. So I live in Lovejoy, and there's just like a lot of cops. Like, it's just a bunch of police activity. They just want to get your money for anything. Like, they want to pull you over for
They're just like sitting
smallest
out there, like on their road.
Yes, they're literally sitting. I hate driving in Lovejoy. I hate it. Don't ever come to Lovejoy. I love Atlanta, the Midtown Atlanta. I love Midtown Atlanta. That me and my sister love going there. We've always dreamed of like living in Midtown Atlanta. That is my favorite part. If you ever come to Atlanta, if like you have like my vibe, like a hippie vibe, and like all natural, then go to Midtown Atlanta. It's really pretty. And if you have like a more fancier vibe, like Buckhead and like Atlantic Station, that's like more fancier. But I like Georgia for the weather. I don't feel like it's bad weather. Like, I rarely see floods and tornadoes in my area. I know Atlanta has like that type of weather, like tornadoes and floods and stuff, but in my area, I'm very grateful to say that we've never dealt with any of that. Rain is, we have really bad rain, and thunderstorms, but it's nothing that bad. But yeah, I think that's it. But I feel like I'm not an awkward person. Like I don't like being awkward. So it's like I
I love
mean,
that. That's a great quote.
let's just talk. Like I just love talking and I love interviews. Like I'm so glad that you reached out to me because I'm like, yes,
Aw.
I love talking. I love like connecting with people and I love like just sharing with people because we're all on here on earth to like experience life together and it's just a journey. That's all it is. It's just what we make it. So yeah.
Great attitude, great guest. And also too, I always tell it to everybody, like if you feel like someone wants to like share their story, whatever it is, please
Yeah.
send them my way.
I will. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for having me too.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. And like I said, I'm glad you had a fun time. And, best luck to, your roommate, his journey and
Yes.
whatever
Thank you.
have you. And props to you. Like I said, props to you for going out of your way to hustle like that and try to do what you can without knowing much.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best.
All right. I still have like a minute 20. Like, who was your favorite like musician or band growing up? I'm gonna go till it literally cuts me off.
Growing up, oh, I don't know. I mean, right now I'm really into Kali Uchis. I love Kali Uchis. I'm so glad that she's having like her moment right now because me and my sister have been obsessed with her since 2017 or 2018, no, 2017, and we've been to like 3 of her concerts, and I'm planning to go to her fourth concert right now, and I just love
That
her
she's like come full
music.
circle. Yeah.
Yes, and we've seen her like in Music Midtown in Atlanta, and there was like a little crowd, because she wasn't that known, so I felt like that was very special for the people who actually did know her. It was like we could actually like see her, touch her hand, and stuff like that. And now like there's big crowds in her concerts and stuff, so yeah, I think Kali Uchis, and then there's like so many Hispanic music that I love, but I never really know their name. It's just like my mom, it's a lot of bachata, a lot of like Romeo Santos, I think. Yeah, it's just a bunch of those musicians that we grew up listening to, but I don't know their name because
Fair.
I don't know their name, but I would